to another Inside Music Row. Today we'll hit up a #1 party for the band Perry's hit All Your Life. We'll also check in with Neil McCoy to hear about his latest project. Finally, we'll hook up with rising star Mark Cook. All this and more coming up Inside Music Row. Hey there, I'm Bailey, and I'm so glad you joined us for another Inside Music Row. We've got a great show today, so let's get started with Vince Gill. For a man no longer with his longtime label home of MCA Records, Vince is keeping quite busy. He's scheduled for a few performances at high-profile events, including Keith Urban's All for the Hall event here in town April 10th. He's also busy producing albums for Ashley Monroe, his Monday Night Buddies, the Time Jumpers, and his daughter, Jenny Gill. Now it seems he's also preparing for a European tour in July. Jason Aldean might want to stick to singing for his career. He recently participated in GAC's new Day Job show, where he participated in a morning workout with the Atlanta Braves. He says he hit a lot of pop-ups and hit the ground for some push-ups to pay for them. The episode is scheduled to air April 4th. Sugarland is set to launch their 25-city In the Hands of the Fans tour next week in Toledo. Fans can request songs for each show, which will determine the lineup each night, giving every show a very unique flavor. This really does put the show in the hands of the fans. Check out Sugarland.com to put in your request. Hank Jr. is out on tour now, taking back the country. Never one to keep his worldly views to himself, he's also putting out a new album this week on Curb Records, available exclusively at Walmart. The retrospective collection features 22 of his hit songs through the decades. In other Williams family news, son Hank III is set to release his latest Long Gone Granddaddy album April 17th, and daughter Holly Williams is in the studio working on new material with actress and artist Gwyneth Paltrow. Lots of music in those jeans. Must be a family tradition. Now it's time to go inside the song. When Dierks Bentley was putting together his most recent project, it seemed like a no-brainer to lead off with the hit Am I the Only One, which ended up going to the top of the charts. We had a chance to ask him about the title track to his new album, which was released earlier this year. Here is Dierks talking about Home.
We wrote this song about 4 days after the tragedy that happened in Tucson with Gabby Giffords and the shooting down there in Tucson, Arizona. And it's really, I think in the back of our minds, it's like, a song about just our country and how, this is a place we all go home. Whether we have our differences or not, we all live here. This is our home.
And our forefathers.
And our forefathers, the people that died, and the soldiers that are out there sacrificing right now, the people that died to get us here, to keep our freedoms. This is, a lot of people have brought us to where we are. And, there's better days ahead. But hopefully it's a song of unity and a song that makes people feel hopeful and feel good.
But this is still the place that we all call home.
Spring is now officially sprung. It's time for the huge summer concerts to start hitting the road soon. In the meantime, let's take a quick peek at who's going where and when. It's time for our first little break, but before we go, we have some hot new music up ahead. We have the new album 12 up for grabs from Neil McCoy, which was produced by Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert. We only have a few copies, so you might want to get your name in right now. Enter online at InsideMusicRow.com. Just enter your information or update your profile and you'll be good to go. Now for that break, but don't go away. We're heading out to a #1 party next. We'll be back in a sliver.